And then I said to the weedy git, you uglier than a beaky to what got hit by a stick bomb. Ha ha ha, that is funny. Hey, what? Don't you two got some work to do? No boss, there ain't nothing to work on. What are all you little mechs going on about? Of course you got stuff to work on. You gotta fix the Morkanaut. Or is it a Gorkanaut? Wow! Welcome back to the Red Ones Go Faster. I am indeed the real Old Big Mek, not any of these little weedy gits. And yeah, they're kind of right though. They don't have a whole lot to work on. Now see, as I started this whole October project and showed you the beginning of my WOG, I do have quite a few vehicles that are built and painted and in the final army. So I got a custom Booster Blasta, a Shock Jump Dragsta, 3 trucks, and a Death Dread, and 3 Killicans. So quite a lot of vehicles. However, none of them are really big, right? You need something more substantial size. So I have this Morkanaut, or maybe it's Gorkanaut, that I've had for a little bit now, that I got used in a secondhand lot. And I've been working on it off and on for actually quite a long time. See, when I got this thing, this whole side of it was unpainted. So I did base coat this side of it and start doing some weathering and some detailing on it, as well as the inside. When I got it, the inside was completely unpainted and bare plastic, and now it has been filled in with quite a bit of paint, as well as some of the other details. Now you can see it's kind of taken apart right now. It was not this bad a shape before I started this video. I actually started working on it to get things working again, and this is pretty cool, built pretty well. The both claw pieces here move. The doors open and close as I showed you, and then this foot articulates. Only this one, but you know, one's better than nothing. So it gives me an option of maybe posing him a little bit more accurately. However, he has been broken for quite some time. This little bit has come off, the engine from the back has come off, and the big shooters have come off. Also notice that he's missing kind of his more custom force field pieces there. The real question, as I alluded to, is he a Gorkanaut or is he a Morkanaut? Well, he's built as a Morkanaut. He's got the custom Mega Blaster thing here on the side, this kind of big half plasma, half flamer looking thing. But otherwise, a Gorkanaut and a Morkanaut are essentially identical. The only real difference is the main ranged weapon. And Gorky only gets a 6 pull-up invul, and Morky gets 5 up invul. And they're different by like 50 points. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But anyways, throughout the editions, which one you've played and which one has been better has changed a lot. So the best thing to do is to future-proof your Gorkanaut/Morkanaut so that you could play it as either one. Let's figure out how to do that. All right, so we will start with the Morkanaut. So this is Morky himself, and yeah, both of these come in the box. Unfortunately, I did not get my new. If you did, then this is going to be a way easier video, because you already have all the parts, and you can make it where the gun can just kind of come in and out instead of being glued in place. But you can see here, this looks substantially like our guy. We've got our quad big shooters up here. We got our rocket launchers down here. You got a little flamethrower up there. You got the custom Mega Blaster there and the custom force field bits. Now, the other way is the Gorkanaut. So again, same kit. All this stuff comes in the box. You can see he's got these kind of awesome barrels here for this custom ginormous shooter thing. And then they move the big shooters here and the rockets there. That's not a big deal. Like where those go, no difference at all. So really, your claw's the same. Your secondary weapons are the same. This little belly gun's the same. The belly's the same. The only thing that really changes is this, and then losing the custom force field on the top. So obviously the easy thing to do would be to make this where it is removable on your model, and then magnetize the two guns so they can go back and forth. Because you can see they actually use the same barrel arm. Now, unfortunately, like I said, I bought mine used secondhand. It did not come with all those pieces, so I can't just magnetize something on. So I got to be a little bit more cunning than that to get it to work. What I've come up with is raiding the bits box, and I found these cool little missile launcher tube things, and I'm basically going to glue one set to either side so that it looks like both weapons. Because really, that is the orky answer, right? Gork or Mork? Duh, both. And then on the top, since I'm missing the pieces there anyway, I'm actually going to just shave these down a bit so that those little nubbins look normal, and then glue the one piece, there it is, back on the top there so that it's got, you know, kind of a half custom force field. And that's it. That's all I really got to do to it to make it work. Now, I do have a couple other things to do to it before we really get into the painting, and the big one is the door. And see, as dorky looking as the Morkanaut Gorkanaut is with this giant belly, it's actually cool because this opens up. It's an assault ramp, and your mega knobs or whatever can come flying out of there. You can see, though, my horn here interferes with my rocket launcher, so I got to do something about that. I'm either going to move that rocket or clip that horn, or maybe both, because this side actually opens quite a bit. I can get almost a full 90 degrees out of it. So if I can get this side to match, then it'll look way cooler. Not to mention it'll be a lot easier to paint on the inside. So, yeah. Grab me tools! Aha! Just like that. We got 90 degrees on that side. So what I ended up doing is I ended up shaving down this middle horn just a little bit, and then I cut the last horn, just cut the tip off entirely, which, you know, there's lots of broken horns on orc things, so not a big deal. In fact, I might clip this one too, just to kind of give it a little bit of symmetrical asymmetry. And then this horn here that had popped off over the intervening time, I think I'm going to glue it on kind of upside down maybe to make it not match. I don't know. I haven't figured that one out yet. But yeah, now my door is open, so I'm good to go there. And yeah, so I'm going to mess with that then, and then get some pieces glued back on. All right, and like that, we are all fixed. So I got the custom force field thing glued back on. I sanded the nubs off the top of that one to make it, you know, less obvious that things are broken. Got the engine back on with the exhaust pipes, and got the quad shooters on. So now all the repairs on the back are done. I'm ready to glue this back on, and yeah, put these missile launchers in. And just like that, our Morkanaut / Gorkanaut is all complete. So you can see I've turned these rocket launcher things into the mega shooter looking thing around the old custom Blasta, whatever it is. And yeah, got that horn on there, and the doors open, and it is ready to be finish painted and put on the base. So the base I'm actually going to finish separately while it is still off. And one thing I have to do is figure out my pose. Do I want it to be kind of downward like it was, or do I want to do something with the foot to kind of make it look like it's stomping? I kind of like this with this foot down so that this one is kind of up off the ground like that. I think I'm going to do something like that and then sculpt in, you know, the footprints and stuff. So I'll have a whole video on doing the base. So we're going to ignore the base for the rest of this one and just concentrating on getting not Big Stompy. Big Stompy's that one up there. Concentrate on getting Morky / Gorky all painted. Alright, here we are sometime later. I had to add some more bits to it because frankly all the cool little bits and bobs and things are what make orc things really cool, especially vehicles. So let me show you what I did. Alright, here's Gorkymorky, and yeah, you see put a little grot there on the top, carrying some ammo back over to the big shooters to refill them. I put double sights there for our mech boy driving so that he can properly aim Gorkymorky wherever he goes. Yeah, a cool little boss pole thingy on there to kind of make more sense of whatever that contraption is that's left. I did finish chipping off the one horn on this side too to kind of go with it. I ended up doing the bolters all the way around, or missile launchers, whatever the heck they're going to be, to make it look like that mega launcher thing. And then put some scrap metal from a Dakajet on top to help orcify it a bit, and some big old shells coming out like one of them is firing at the moment. And then around our side here, I got some loaded bullets into the shooter there, and yeah, I got this little kind of gubbins bit here with a little pressure gauge on it coming out the top of the exhaust, and then added, there was a missing exhaust pipe, so got one from a truck there with a tractor flapper on it, and yeah, a couple little daggy things and whatnot around in various areas. And so the outside is looking really cool, but then the inside was looking really plain. So now that you can open the belly all the way and actually see in there, we got us some extra gubbins. So you got a little stabber there, and a little stick bomber, and a little shooter, and then a little exit sign tells the boys what way they need to go. Exit that way. So yeah, that's going to do it for part 1 of Gorkymorky here. Part 2, we're going to paint it. Because it does need kind of quite a bit more paint now, and it's going to be a little bit more of a project. I got to paint all the new bits that I put on, obviously, and then change this yellow to the orange. This is not my correct color for my army. But yeah, so like I said, this side I've kind of already base coated compared to when I bought them, and this side was the finished side. And then, yeah, we can work on the bottom and the inside and all that. And then we'll do a whole nother video on the base, because I got to do the bases on some of the other guys I finished at the same time. And then, yeah, put all my stuff down here and then stamp his feet in it to make it look like he's walking. Because one thing I did decide is when he's just standing up straight, he's got the lean back. You see the angle that thing is at? But if I make him where he's stepping, And he's like that. Now he's more straight up, and it's kind of more dynamic because you get the stompy foot up in the air there. He's getting ready to take another step. So yeah, I think I'm going to do it that way. Anyways, that's been this episode of The Red Ones Go Fasta. I am Old Big Mek, and yeah, this is our Gorkymorky knot, and we're going to get him finished, which is awesome, because the Mech boys, they need a job. And then we should probably paint them too. That'll be coming up soon. Anyways, until then, walk on!